You're like the greatest, you're like the greatest to me. Gotta sing over this, cause why? We not getting copyrighted, today, yeah. Hi guys, welcome back to another YouTube video. I am misunderstood. So the video today will be a little bit different, guys. It will not be a story time. Instead, I will just be talking to you guys motivation. Just get started. Everybody has dreams. No dream is too big unless it's defying the laws of gravity. And if you can do that, I might need to stay away from you. But I believe you should not limit your dream, because that's putting limitations on what you can be, what you can have, and what God can do in your life. Why would you want to stop and stunt your growth at a specific point when you can have more than what you already have? There are so many people in the world that have dreams and fail to go after them because they are stuck in the mindset of, I'll start later or I'll do it later. When is later going to turn into now? When are you going to do it right now? Because it's always, you tell yourself, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Tomorrow comes, oh, I'll do it tomorrow. Or the next day comes, I'll do it the day after that. It's always procrastinating. Why do you keep procrastinating on your dream? And it's like, as soon as something bad happens on your job, you're like, dang, I need to switch this. I need to get out of this. But then you keep procrastinating over and over and over. Why are you playing about your dreams? What is telling you that you're not good enough or you should procrastinate? Are you afraid to risk it all? So you prefer to be miserable where you at? I'd rather risk it all and have a chance of being happy than being miserable someplace I don't even like. I watch Darman a lot, and I strongly believe when he says, if you do what makes you happy, success will follow. Start on your dream. The money will follow. The success will follow. The views will follow. Just do what you love, because there's authenticity in there. There's you in there. There's heart in there. And people see that. Why would you do half good work at a place you're miserable at when you can be giving your all to what you're passionate about? Don't ignore what you're passionate about. Your dreams matters too. And just telling your dreams to everybody, hoping that they will back you, 9 times out of 10, people will not back you until you show them what you're worth. When you start taking you seriously, then they'll be like, maybe she can go somewhere. And I know it's crazy. It's like people just jumping on your bandwagon when they can see that you can go somewhere. But how you expect people to back you when you're not even taking yourself seriously? You have to see your potential first. You have to see it. And if you see the potential, yet you don't go after it, why are you stopping yourself? Why aren't you going? You have chance after chance after chance. Go after it. I know it's scary because you only see the old path, what you've been doing for years. You've been at the same job for years after years after years. You're scared to step into the next chapter. You're so scared to step in it. But what if that next chapter promised you everything you ever wanted? You would flip it if you knew what it promised. You didn't know what that job promised before you got it. There's always fear of starting something new because you don't know what it has. But where you at right now? You're miserable or just content? Wouldn't you give the world to be completely happy doing what you love? So why wouldn't you risk it all at a chance of it, of doing what you love? So just start. Just start. And I understand the self-doubt and the imposter syndrome, just thinking, why would people watch me? Why would people read what I write? Why would people want to buy my paintings? Why would people support my business? What you bring is unique. Your thoughts are your thoughts. Your creativity is your creativity. Nobody else can replace that. That's only what you can do. Your mind is unique. Nobody else thinks like you. Nobody else has ideas like you. I mean, there are times where somebody else can share the same ideas, but nobody else is on the same wavelength as you. Nobody else. So when you realize that I am unique, I bring a lot to the table. People will want to buy from me because your heart is in the right place. You want to give people something good and you love it so much, and people will be drawn to you because they see how much effort you put into it, how much love you put into it, and how you grew yourself up because you did not stop trying. I was watching a video with Liza, I don't know how to pronounce her last name, and she was like, she refused to be ignored. Cozy, I think. I could be wrong, but she refused to be ignored. That's what you have to be. You cannot give in until you get noticed. And after you get noticed, you still can't stop. Because now you have people watching you, saying, I like this. What's coming next? What's your next game plan? You can't give in once you start growing. Your head can't get high. You gotta remember that. You gotta remember the heart you put into it. You gotta remember why you love it. Because when you do start growing, you will forget that. Why you love it, why you got into it in the first place. And there will be haters along the way, but you still have to remember, I started this because I love it. I started this for me. You can't give in on something that you love, something that you're passionate about, just because other people have something to say about it. Ignore them, because the only thing that should matter is you. You have to be your biggest fan. Nobody else can be that. You have to cheer yourself on. You have to be your biggest supporter, because nobody else is going to get you out of bed until you get started. Nobody else is going to keep you going each and every day when the numbers aren't adding up, when you putting in work after work after work, hours after hours after hours. Nobody else but you is going to push you to grow, is going to push you to keep going even when you don't grow. You have to push yourself. You cannot give in. There are going to be times that it's depressing. There are going to be times that you just want to give up. You just want to cry and be like, why won't it happen? Am I the problem? What am I doing wrong? What do I need to change? And sometimes it's probably just not even you. It could be marketing. It could be a different strategy you need to try. It could just plain to be simple. that people just haven't realized what you're worth yet. But that doesn't mean that they're never going to realize it. That's not what it means. You see the yet. Everything happens when it needs to happen. Everything happens when it needs to happen. You cannot give in just because you don't see growth, because growth will happen in due time with consistency. You cannot give in like that. You cannot give in on your dreams, because if you give in, you're gonna think back on it. You're gonna be like, imagine where I could have been right now if I didn't give in. And you will be upset with yourself because you gave in on something that you were very passionate about. And you're gonna see all the other people that's making it. You was like, could have made it? What did they do that I didn't do? They didn't give up. They kept going. Even when the numbers weren't adding up, they did not give up. They kept going. And that's what you have to do. You cannot give up. I listen to all the big people that made it, and I think about, what did they do? I don't get jealous. I was like, I aspire to be somewhere where people listen to my advice. But I wasn't like, can't believe he made it. Because all that hard work they put in, I believe that they made it because they never gave in. They never said, I can't do that. People not gonna want to look at me. They said, I have something unique inside me, and I refuse to let it lay dormant until I just stop procrastinating. They said, I'm gonna show this uniqueness, and I'm gonna show it now. Because I waited long enough. I procrastinated long enough. There have been too many laters. There has to be a now. They said, I have to do it now. They were not going to procrastinate on their dreams anymore because they realized that their dreams matter too. And even if you are a person that's always there for other people and you're like, I don't matter as much, that is false. You matter just as much as the next person. You deserve to put the work in on yourself that you put on somebody else. That is not selfish. That is caring for yourself. That is seeing value in yourself and what you can offer. So as I say again, just start. Don't give up. Believe in yourself, because if you don't, no one will. No one will see you. No one will see the potential in you if you do not. You have to see it. Do not put a cap on your dreams. Do not limit it. Your dreams could be beyond sky high. You can be all the way up in outer space. But why would you stop them when they get to your waist level? Why would you stop them right there? When you can stop them, never. When you can keep going. When you can have everything you want and more. Why put a period at the end of your dreams? You can just keep saying and. I want a house, and I want a good car, and I want X amount of viewers. You can have some, and I want movie deals. You can have so much. Why tell yourself that, oh, my book isn't good enough to get noticed enough to get a movie deal? or show to you. My acting isn't good enough to be the star of a movie. Oh, my drawing isn't good enough to get me into the art school. Oh, my essay isn't good enough to get me into Harvard. If you keep telling yourself you are not enough, you will fail to try. You're afraid of failure if you do try, but you are failing yourself by not trying. Trying and growing is a part of the journey. If everything you ever wanted was just placed at your feet, you will not appreciate it. You will not. You can say you can all day, but you will not. The fact that you had to grow forward, step by step by step by step, will cause you to appreciate it even more than you know. And you will not let it go that easily. Growing is a part of the journey. Just start. And it's never too late to start. You're never too young to start. Just start. That is the end of our video today. I hope you will leave this video with something more, and that you will take a piece of it with you, and it'll be in the back of your mind, and that you will start today. That you will get up and push yourself every day. Do not limit yourself. You got this. Bye, y'all. Thought you caught me lacking. You thought you caught me lacking. No, not today. Not today. Yeah, yeah, yeah.